Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to be talking about what is in my opinion the most consistent PvP weapon setup that I use on a daily basis and that I have found is just across the board the most consistent every day. And yeah, let's get into it. Starting off with the weapons that I use as part of the setup, it's going to be the Hacksaw Pulse Rifle with the Party Crasher Shotgun. The specific roles I have on my shotgun are as follows. I have Aggressive Ballistics, Rangefinder, Final Round, and Rifled Barrel. This is kind of ideally what you want to be shooting for. You're not always going to get a perfect roll, as you never really do in Destiny, but if you can get decently close, or if you do the quest line for the Conspiracy Theory D, in general it's going to be the same thing. Long story short, you just want to pair a good shotgun with this absolutely fantastic and super consistent pulse rifle, which is the Hacksaw that you can buy from the Crucible Quartermaster for I believe 150 legendary marks. So it's affordable, it's accessible to everyone. So if you're watching this gameplay and you've never heard of it, never seen the weapon before, then definitely go ahead and consider going to the tower and picking up. It's super consistent. The rolls are fantastic, very little recoil, and that's one of my favorite things about it. If you're wondering what the specific rolls are, you have the SLO-19 sight, the SPO-28 sight, and the SPO-57 sight. You have a choice between the perks of Fitted Stock, Oiled Frame. You also have Counterbalance, and then finally a choice between Single Point Sling and Small Bore. Personally, I run Small Bore with Counterbalance, and I believe Fitted Stock is the last one. Those are in general probably the best perks you want to run for the weapon. I've had a ton of success with it. If I'm playing, with a Hawk Moon or a Last Word and my shots just don't seem to be hitting people and I can't find any success with them, like I did before I got this gameplay, I was doing terrible. I was using Hawk Moon, but as soon as I switched to this weapon setup, everything felt crispy, everything felt fantastic. You're gonna notice that your scores are more consistent. You don't really find that there's that much input lag or weird spotty hit detection. It's fantastic for trials because it's never just gonna choke on you. Sometimes you'll be like the last person in trials and you think you're about to clutch it, and then suddenly Last Word just doesn't hit them. There's not going to be any moments like that. It's still usable at close range. It thrives a ton at medium range. It does great flinch on people. If they're using hand cannons and you can get the first burst off at their head and keep it there, most of the time you're going to be able to outgun them. It's super easy to aim. It's not gonna, I don't know, with hand cannons, it feels like my shot can be good for a while, and then slowly over time, throughout the day or the course that I'm playing that day, it starts to get really bad and I just play terrible. I never find that to be the case with this weapon setup. Personally, as you can see, I'm using Gunslinger in this video. I really like Gunslinger because of Gunslinger's trance, which makes it so if I get a headshot kill, I stack more stability. So that's fantastic for this weapon, because if I get a kill, right, and if that first kill is a headshot kill, and let's just say I have 12 bullets left, or a minimum amount of bullets left in my magazine, and I cannot usually spend that little or use that little ammo to kill one whole target, that extra added stability really helps me with melting the next person and getting that kill before I run out of my basically my magazine and I run out of ammo. So that's fantastic. It's also really good with Shade Step, because the thing with Shade Step is if you're using a hand cannon, it can be a little bit funky once you get out of Shade Step. You feel like your aim is kind of distorted and it feels kind of chunky and slow. I don't feel like that at all when I'm using a Hacksaw. It pulls out of Shade Step just like how you walk towards someone normally, and in general my shot does not change at all. So if you're a Shade Stepper and you haven't tried this weapon, I would recommend you do that as well. That's gonna wrap it up for the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I see you guys in my next video. Peace.
Relics are the key to our path.